Alright then guys, hi there, it's the Cartographer here, and today I'll be showing you how to do Big Game Connoisseur. This next trial is a wave-based trial, and it's exactly like a free trip to Disneyland. The only difference is instead of it being free, it's around 20 quid, and instead of going to Disneyland, you're getting the bricks beaten out of you on the offline mode of an online game. We'll have to kill and banish 11 meatheads without sustaining any damage whatsoever. This is definitely one of the more tricky trials in the game as it requires some technical skill, some luck, some good time management, but I'll show you how to do it and you too can soon have a misplaced sense of superiority. Alright then, let's get stuck in. Alright then, so in this game mode we will have a Nitro Express rifle, a Coldwell conversion pistol, a heavy knife and a big dynamite bundle. Now, looking back at my 3-star run, what I would say is you can probably do better than me in the way that I've done it. You can definitely be a bit more careful with your resources and start luring more meatheads into the barrels. But you can use the F button to try and find where the meatheads are. Early on in the trial, or whilst the meatheads are outside, I would definitely try to use the big dynamite bundle rather than the Nitro Express rifle. And that's because they can spawn inside the building and you want to have the Nitro Express rifle ready for that when that happens. Some of the more mathematically gifted amongst you might know that there's 6 shots with the Nitro Express rifle and 3 big dynamite bundles, giving us 9. So there's going to be 2 meatheads that you're going to have to kill via some other means. Now there are lots of places to throw, to lead them into barrels and things, so just be careful of that and try and do that wherever you possibly can. Worst comes to worst, you'll have to shoot the meatheads, which is obviously not ideal. The main issue is not sustaining any damage. There's lots of fire around the place. There's lots of places where you can run into trouble. There's lots of grunts following you around. It's not great. It's really not ideal, to be completely honest with you. You want to keep as many doors and gates closed where possible to try and keep them, or try and keep grunts away from you. And really, you want to just keep your distance from the meathead because their leeches can cause a lot of trouble. You do have a knife which will help with some of the grunts when they come along. If you can, try and get a bit of height so that they don't cause you any hassle. This is clearly not the best way of going about every single one. It's going to be a nightmare, to be honest with you, but this is a more difficult trial and you're going to have to rely on some good spawns. You can see here this guy's already sort of frenzied from running into a fire that I set earlier on. You don't have oodles of time. If you run up, they are one shot with the Nitro Express rifle if you get really close. I don't even think you have to be outrageously close, to be completely honest with you, but if you just run up, zoom in, take the shot, they will die straight away, which is handy. You just need to be careful. If you dispatch them this way, they will have that final swing, which is obviously not ideal at all. This is one of the areas where if you time it right and get the shots off, you can sort of bait one into a barrel. It requires some timing and some gentle movement. Even if you don't get the kill off, you can at least do a lot of damage, so you're having to waste less time. And time is really where the money is, because it's not so difficult avoiding damage a lot of the time, but it is difficult managing your time. You can see here I've got 4 to kill with only 1 minute 20 left. It is a difficult trial, I'm going to be honest with you. I'd be surprised if you did it on your first go. It took me quite a few goes, and I don't remember it fondly. I'm very pleased that I've done it. You can see here now they're starting to accumulate. There are some places, well, when I say some, I mean there, If you jump down there, you will take fall damage, so you need to avoid that as much as possible. I don't know whether all the grunts in this one run, or I just see the ones that do run at me, but it seems to be way more common. I don't know whether that's a thing or if I just made that up, but I don't know, it seems to happen a lot. It upsets me deeply. But now we've gotten really lucky. So they can sometimes spawn like in the basement of that building, and it's just absolutely awful. That for some reason hasn't happened to us, which I'm pretty happy about. You can see here I mean, the problem is a lot of these guns take a while to load in and, you know, get ready to shoot. Oh, there we go, just to show off. When they spawn in the basement like that, you have to kind of hope and pray that you've got a shot left with your Nitro Express rifle, because doing it manually is just a complete nightmare. I think we're going to lose this just out of sheer... Ah, that's annoying. But you can see the general principle, and you can see that it's actually quite a tight trial. My advice really is to try and bait them into the barrels wherever possible. You're kind of just going to have to get lucky and you hope you can get a couple of them near barrels rather than shooting them with a pistol like I did. Try and save your Nitro Express rifle shots for later on in the trial so that you can avoid having to run in and using a dynamite or anything, or having to try and shoot them with a Coldwell Packs in this sort of building. Super not ideal. And try and keep your distance with the leeches. You kind of run past them, but the grunts are really the ones that are going to cause you more issues. Keep your gates closed, keep your doors closed. Use the fact that they can't jump or go through doors easily. If you're going to have to sit there and shoot a meathead with your pistol, at least do it from a height so that no one can sneak up behind you, because they will catch you off guard. I promise you they will. But it is a tough challenge, and I think it will take you at least a few goes. I mean, if you do it first time, let me know. I'll be super impressed. But it definitely took me a good few turns, and the meatheads aren't fixed in their position of where or what order they can spawn. They can even spawn in the same place a few times, and you kind of just have to get lucky with that. All right then, I'll show you my 3-star run, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.